Okay, so this is episode number 96, I think. And everyone watching this has one person to thank for what you're about to hear. Teresa. Teresa was someone who I talked to way before Operation Abroad came out. And by the way, if you guys want to hear about, so many people ask me, Luke, Bali, what's going on with Bali? I made a podcast explaining everything that happened in Bali right now because it just kind of went on lockdown a little bit. And I explained everything from what I heard from people. If you want to know about that, that's in the podcast, Charms. That's in my podcast. And I kind of talk about that pretty in depth. But right now, before I start, I'm gonna give you guys some really interesting tools, and this will be a big game changer for some of you. We'll talk about this in Operation Abroad, but this is gonna be something that's even it'll be so beneficial for you guys just hearing it here, even if you aren't a part of Operation Abroad. So the first thing is everyone has a person named Teresa to thank. Teresa is someone who I told about Operation Abroad before I even announced it publicly. And she, oh, by the way, look at this. How beautiful Bali is, by the way. And when I told Teresa about this on Instagram, I told her, I'll let you know about the price. And I didn't know at the time. I said, the price is $222. That's the price. And she said, okay. And as you guys know, I made the price $444, finally. I'm speaking French, finalement, finally. And I was like, you know what? I told her that, so I've lowered it. You guys have 24 hours from the time this video uploads to get into Operation Abroad. $222 is the new price you can get in right now. Then it'll go back to the normal one. And right now, so many people have left Bali, by the way. So I've talked to so many people, and right now the talk that's going on is a lot of people are nervous. What's going on? What's happening? There's a lot of uncertainty right now. And you can focus on the uncertainty and trying to predict what's going to happen and worrying about what is happening, reading all the information. But I want to just remind you all my question for you would be is what can you control? What can you control? What can you control? You can't control when borders are open. You can't control what you're going to need to get in. You can't control the requirements, but you can control yourself in the situation that you're in. So right now, I think there's never been kind of a better opportunity to create something for yourself. Selamat siang or selamat malam. I don't think there's been a better time when you can create something for yourself right now, because there's so much uncertainty around everything else. And that, if I could say one thing, we're talking about this in depth in Operation Abroad, but right now, start building that personal brand. Start building that thing online right now. Use that energy that you're having for like uncertainty. So many of you write me like, Luke, I want to travel, I want to do this, and now I can't do it. My question is, okay, what can you control? Second question is, what do you want? What do you want? You want to travel, I know, and you can't travel right now, but what do you want to travel for? What did you want to get out of it? The reason we do something, people say, I want money. I was like, well, you want money because money's gonna give you a feeling. What's the feeling you're looking for? So people who want to travel, what's the feeling that you're looking for from that? And by the way, I can kind of show you what it's like here in Bali right now. Give you guys a little view, and I guess I can kind of talk to you guys while I'm doing this. So things have kind of shut down a little bit, not completely locked down, but people are out, but there's no eating inside. Things are really uncertain right now. So my question is, what can you control? You can control where you put your energy at. So many of you guys have such interesting lives, and I'm gonna give you guys, we're talking about this in Operation Abroad, but in depth, and you'll know exactly what to do. But some of you all have such interesting lives. Some of you guys have went through so much. You fought so hard, you struggled so much. How did you get out of it? What did 2020, what were some breakthroughs, some things that you had to overcome? How did you do it? What if you started your personal brand right there? Maybe you can't travel, and so many people come to me like, Luke, I really want to travel, but right now I can't, so I don't think I'm gonna start my YouTube channel. I'm gonna wait till I do it, till I travel to do it. What if you guys started right now with the story that you're at? And what's the recent problem that you've just overcome? And how can you help other people overcome that same problem? And that takes energy. That takes energy and focus. And right now, like I say, everyone's focused on like what they can't control. Their mind goes to the future. Their mind goes thinking of worst case scenario. Like, well, I don't know what's gonna happen, Luke. This thing happened last time, but this is something different. This is a new time and you're a new person. So my question for you guys right now is, everyone watching this, is what has been a problem? You can control yourself. So while we're in this time period of so much uncertainty, what are the things that are most important to you? Yesterday we talked about, I'm gonna walk down the street and I'll talk a little bit to you guys so I can show you guys a little bit of Bali. Yesterday we talked about when life gets uncertain, what's important becomes clear. And that's a true statement that I believe in. And we're gonna walk around, I'm gonna show you a little bit of little Bali life right now. Everyone's kind of heading to the beach, even though the beach is supposed to be closed, but yet at the same time it's open. This right here is some meatballs. That's what bakso is. Hello, brother. And you know, my question is, when things become unclear, uncertain, the things that are important to you become very clear. So my question for you, what is really important to you right now? Of course, we can focus on all the stuff that we can't do, but what can you guys control right now? Literally. Okay, like literally, if you had to think right now, what can you control? What is it that you can control? Because your focus is going to show how you feel, and what it means to you is going to be the emotion that comes out. So right now, there's never been a better time. While you have that time, while you have that extra money, we're going to talk about it in Operation Abroad. While you have this time, why don't you put that focus into like, how am I going to solve a problem in the world? How am I going to help people get through a problem that was so hard for me to get through? So many of you guys have went through so much, as I said before. What if you use that fire and then use this motivation right now of like, we can't go anywhere, we can't travel right now, what on earth? Instead of getting mad about that, what if you put that energy into building something, building some kind of online space so that you can. I saw someone in the comments section, oh, look at that sun, look at that. I saw someone in the comments section talk about, I really need passive income. Well, what's the value you're providing, first of all? We're going to go into Operation Abroad. We're going to talk all about it, about passive income and all these kind of things, and it'll be super, super simple. It's taken me a long time to figure it out. First of all, I didn't know about it. And then when I did, I made a lot of mistakes. And then now I'm like, oh, I get it now. I get it. Because right now, there's a lot of uncertainty. There's one thing I keep repeating. There's a lot of uncertainty. Everything right now, the rules are changing in every single country. Every time I look at the rules, there's new kind of rules. And I get a message from one person, they have a different set of rules than the other people. So there's a lot of uncertainty. So really focus on what can you control in this moment. You know, there's not a lot that I can control. Like a lot of my friends here, it's July 3rd when I'm recording this, a lot of people left. A lot of my friends, people that I know, got last minute flights yesterday because they heard that everything was going to shut down again. And we're going to talk about the needs and all this kind of stuff. It's kind of in the podcast today. But what can you control? I want you to just keep thinking about that. Because what you'll notice, I'll tell you a little secret, what you'll notice is you're most likely worrying about things that you can't control. Why you're so frustrated, you're worrying about things you can't control. And you're putting all that energy of worry and just getting irritated, you're putting all that energy into something that you have no control over. So how would it feel to put that energy into something you can control? How would that feel? And in Operation Abroad, we're going to talk all about this. Like I said, you guys can get in for 222. I really wanted to make this video though today because I wanted to show up again today because there's been so much going on right now in the world, and I've been reading you all's comments, and it's been so enlightening and inspiring to me. You all inspire me so much. And I want to give you guys just a little hint right now of something you could be doing, building your personal brand. And where do you start? What problems have you overcome? What have been some problems that you've overcome? What would you say? And then how did you get through it? And then how are you going to show other people how to do it as well? Or more importantly, why do you want to show other people how to do it? You know, the reason why, one of the reasons, it just came to me today, the reason why I can show up every day here and show up so much here on YouTube and put out so much content, and trust me, it's not for the money. I make more money when I sleep than I do on YouTube. I promise you that. And the reason you're showing up is because I know what it's like to fight alone. I know what it's like to wander, not be lost, but not know what I'm looking for. I know what it's like to want to control everything around me except the one thing that I can't control. That's the problem that I was able to get myself over. That's why I became a guide with my clients to help them get over that. And it's the same time reason why I'm running this Operation Abroad, because I want to help you guys break through it. So right now, all of you in Operation Abroad, I want you all to relax right now. It's about to get really good for you, really clear, and you're about to use your time and energy while you're still at home, stuck at home, even though you're not stuck, but just think about it, while you're at home, to build something that you're going to be ready to walk into as soon as you're able to leave and go. So I just wanted to jump in here and say that, show you guys a little bit of here in Bali at the same time. I'm gonna walk back to my bike and show you guys a little bit, let you guys feel like you're here actually. We're gonna cross some of the main street and let you guys see what it's like here in Bali. And by the way, I think one of the most dangerous things you can do here in Bali is to walk, by the way. But hold on. This is what crossing the street is like. But to all of y'all who joined Operation Abroad, I'm super excited to have you all there. It is gonna be so, I don't even wanna say amazing, but it's gonna be a very fun experience. By the way, this is one of the busier corners. And on this corner, this is where you can kind of get all the local food, trying it. But as I was saying, what can you control? I want you guys to just think about that. What can you control? And if you put your focus on what you can control, if you were to put your focus on what you can control, I want you to think about how much different that is than worrying about something you can't control and putting your energy where you can't control. But on that note, I'm heading back to my bike. Wanted to just show up today. Some of you guys who write me and just say, Luke, I appreciate the videos, really means a lot. Thank you so much. Any questions you guys have, leave them in the comments section. I mean, you guys help me out a lot. I don't know what to talk about every day. I can just talk all the time. But if you guys can help me out just a tad bit, give me a little bit of, Luke, what about this? What about that? That really helps me out a lot. So know that I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. And little bumpy roads back here, but it's a quiet street here. And Canggu right now feels really empty. A lot of people have went home. That's what it feels like to me. Anyone else in Canggu, what do you think? But on that note, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me, for supporting my channel, for supporting my journey. We're going to be going out and giving back a lot during this time period right now when a lot of people are struggling. You all in Operation Abroad, you're going to see what you guys have done by having a ticket, being in there. I do it with all my programs. And on that note, thanks for being here. Speak to you guys all later, probably tomorrow. And in the meantime, everyone always remember to work hard, be brave, and don't forget to smile. Ciao.